The dude, what's up? Stepsister? Okay, what's up? Hey, hey. What's going on, Larry? Hey, Jason. What up, Sar?
Hey, what's up, bro?
Hey, hey, what's going on? What's up, Jace? What's up, Larry? Whew, blood out there on the streets, huh? Blood, blood, blood.
It is not good. That is
It's,
for sure.
it is horrible. Feeling the pinch. Buy the
I
dip.
keep on looking at it like, yeah, I see the heartbeat. It's breathing again. Doctor, it's alive.
Yeah,
And it just dies.
and then, yeah, exactly. It's like, you can just, I don't know, it's like when you're buying dips, it's like you just can only buy a certain amount at a time, right? Because you can just dip further, full on.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
But it's weird though, right? It's like, there's probably a lot of people that have been waiting for this opportunity, but then maybe not acting on it. Just kind of like thinking it's going to go lower, it's going to go lower, it's going to go lower. So you kind of have to do something, I think.
Yeah, it gives me the same feeling like maybe Jeff Bezos and all of those people were just waiting for the right opportunity to buy in. Like they wanted to crash the market. Now the market's crashed. They're going to throw all their money in.
Yeah,
Crypto is going to get regulated, and then they're going to become, the richest people in the world again.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Well, they already are, but even more so, right? Even more untouchable.
Well, if you look at what Elon Musk did, it probably put a taste in their mouth they want to get rid of. So their way of doing it is, if you ask me, I mean, it sounds crazy, but if you look at how hard it's crashing, it seems a little manipulated.
Yeah.
So I'd imagine all the rich people are just trying to buy in cheap. They don't want to buy in super high.
No,
Uh, they want the consumers to buy in super high and then buy in super low.
absolutely. That's how they do it, right? If only we kind of, no, I completely agree with you, mate. I completely agree. But it's like if you don't buy, I'm sure this thing will kind of move up so quickly when it does start to spike. And then it'll just be like, oh, why didn't
Oh,
I
for
buy the dip? So it's like sometimes, at least for me, if I'm buying and then it's like a short-term loss, then that's okay because I think the upswing on this is going to be massive if past behavior is any indication.
Yeah, as soon as people start throwing their money back in, I guarantee you it's gonna
Oh,
pump harder than it
yeah.
did before.
I mean, mana's at 60 cents again. That was like back in March. Like you're getting like prices that was 3 months ago. It's
Yeah,
nuts.
dude, that's it dropped a whole dollar. Like
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Exactly, mate. But like, yeah. I mean, it is
I
hard
mean,
if you
it's
bought
got
the
to be
top,
crazy
but
for the
what's that?
it's got to be crazy for the people with money in the bank. Like you're looking at all these items that you wanted for so long, and freaking now you get to buy them for basically half off, if not three quarters off. It's
Yeah.
crazy, man.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Exactly. I was
I really wish I held off with some of my money and bought something during this dip. It really makes me regret it, man.
Yeah, that's how it
There's
is, huh?
DG wearables that are freaking $500,
Yeah.
$300, you know?
The DG ones? Might have to have a look. Wouldn't mind grabbing
Yeah,
the, you
someone
mean the
may have bought them.
minks?
There were some Jordans that were like $500. Nah, they're a pair of shoes, but either way, shoes or whatever, they're all valued the same.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I might have to have a
They're
look.
actually number three out of 100 shoes too. Number three out of 100.
Nice. I might have to jump on and have a look here. On OpenSea, yeah? OpenSea.
Yeah, so just go to Decentraland wearables and then in the search bar just put in DG and they should all come up.
Yeah. Let's have a look at this. Hey, Brittany, what's going on? Free Brittany. I remember her from the showcase. But yeah. Yeah, I'm going to jump into this DG.
Oh, you see something good on there, don't you, Rainbow?
Not yet. I'm just gonna jump in now. If I do see it, I'll let you know, maybe.
Oh yeah. Those shoes look like a steal. I'd be surprised if someone hasn't picked them up yet.
All right, let's have a gander. Do you want to go over to the? I wonder where the link is. But I'm streaming this anyway. If you want to have a look.
Yet you can't do it at the shop. It's on the second floor. The shoes are.
Okay. Yeah, let's have a squiz. Do you want to have a look, or is it pretty? Any events coming up here, or let's go over to the wearables shop and have a look.
Yeah, I'll show you what shoes I'm talking about. They're on the second floor, right here. They're not these. I wish they were these because these ones look fly, but sadly, it's not these.
No. Yeah, yeah, these ones look sick for
Oh, dude,
sure.
they look so fly on my feet.
Yeah, no, these ones look sick for
They're
sure.
up here though.
Ah, yeah.
These are the ones that are on OpenSea. About as basic as it can get, but I like them. They call them the Deezies,
Ooh, okay,
the
nice.
blue ones right there.
Let's
Oh,
have a
you
look.
can click on it. All right, you can click on it. Let's see if it goes directly there.
Yeah, so I'll jump in
No, it
here.
takes you to, dude. This one's selling for a whole ETH. A ETH and a
Ah,
half. These are selling for. There was one selling for $500, and it was number three out of 100.
5,000. Decentral. Oh, this is straight from Decentral Games as well. To Spira. 39 of 100.
Oh
DG
shit!
Deezies.
Yeah, someone bought them. They're reselling them for 900, and yeah, someone bought them. They're priced right now at $954. That was a steal though. Whoever bought them.
Yeah, nice. 954 what USD?
Cause I got the Yeah, that's still even a steal if you ask me, because they're number 3 out of 100, and they're already minted up to 97. Like the one that when you click on it, it brings you into whatever number that is. So that was a
Yeah,
really early mint someone sold off.
nice. Yeah, it might be a good time to do some shopping. Time to do some shopping,
Oh, for
people.
sure, man.
Oh, the link to this suit's even gone. Let's have a look here. Central Games. 7,000, 7,000, 7,000. Interesting. Interesting how you have to make an offer. Like no one's actually kind of saying how much they want to pay. Interesting. So that's the three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe I can sort by created. Let's have a look here. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's some cool artwork. So there's some cool artwork. What's going on, Jason? Haven't seen you around in a while. Or I haven't run into you in a while. Manzia's here. Party's starting now. That's funny. Just been chilling. Any updates on Zedrun? I wonder how the prices of horses have changed since the current crash. I wonder if it's a steal to pick up a horse at the moment. No breeding yet, yeah. Yeah, the buyers want to pay in ETH, or they want to be paid in ETH. Yeah, sure. I don't think you can denominate it in ETH. I don't think it works. You can't do it. Especially if ETH is going to like flip. Like, yeah. Trying to price something in ETH uh, or in any token other than USD is really, really hard. Ember Sword. No, tell me about Ember Sword. Let's Google Ember Sword. Is that a token? Sounds cool. Embersword.com land sale. Interesting. Okay. Land sale. Pre-register now. 3 days to go. Okay. The ultimate sandbox. MPOG. In Embersword. What you do and when is entirely up to you. Being mechanically strong and knowledgeable will net you many victories on the moon or Stanbus. Professionals and skills. Interesting. That's cool. Land ownership. It's an open world game with land you can purchase. Yeah. This is cool. Land ownership. The first land sale of Embersword takes place in Solarwood, one of the 4 nations of Thanabus. The sale features 4 types of land: regular plots, settlements, towns, and cities. The land sale has roughly 12,000 plots available. As a landowner, you'll receive a percentage of the real-life revenue generated by the area around your plot. Note the revenue is not in-game currency. Total land supply of Thanbus is 160,000 plots. Interesting. Bit like Monopoly. The first land sale features roughly 12,000 of the 40,000 land plots available in the nation of Solarwood. Land prices. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. And the landowner earns, yeah, I saw that. The land earns you revenue, which is interesting. I think it's similar to World of Warcraft. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? You don't know what's going to kick off. But it seems cool. Like it's you know, another game where you can earn crypto. Oh, that's always cool. Bright Star. First sale is 50%. Yeah. 50% off. Yeah, right. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know if I can get into another one. Game won't be launched until next year. But pre-sale goes on in 3 days. Pre-register, pre-register. Interesting. Who knows, mate? It's like Decentraland has been around for so long, and even this place hasn't had a ton of development. With the cheapest land at 0.19 ETH. Yeah. I mean, there's only what 120,000 or was it 80,000? I can't remember. But it was no, 160,000 plots. Sanimbus is 160,000. Solarwood is 40,000. So there's 200,000 plots. Yeah. I don't know. Why is this one going to? There's so many competitors now. The land prices are shown on the front page. Hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah. A plot 0.019. A settlement 0.192. A town 3.8, and a city 38 ETH if you want a city. Yeah. You gotta wonder, like, I think there needs to be a deep analysis of all these virtual lands. Like, which worlds are going to kick off, which ones aren't going to kick off. This one is, I mean, if you get in early enough, most things are quite valuable. But Decentraland has been around since for such a long time. They have a Discord. Me too. Hmm. Might have a game with Manzia. What are you playing, mate? Real crypto? Yeah, cool. I'll jump in with a play hand with you. How are you, Brittany? Let's see how my luck works out. Let's make some money, 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 money. Well, that's a good start, Brittany. Oh, bad luck. Is it Leos that have the charm? What about the Cancerians? What are they? Chop liver? Well, young lady Free Britney is starting the way, leading the way. Oh, Manzia, good job, mate. 21. Bang. Gotta hit that. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, stay. A cusp. Yeah. Do cusps really get the benefit of both worlds? Seems a bit greedy. Larry's playing poker. Maybe in a bit, mate. We're trying to win some money down here. Stay. Come on. Are you gonna, what am I, a leprechaun? You just gonna use up my luck and then run away with the money, Brittany? Oh no, sorry, that was Larry. 21, 21. You now need a few hands from me? I can't leave after hitting a 21. Oh, I need to get back my my losses from my crypto losses. Got to make it back on the blackjack table. I think that's a good strategy. Oh, you're doing a, can't hear you, Larry, for some reason. Oh, do you need to test a bug or something, Larry? What the hell? What's going on, Bert? It's not your favorite table, Brittany? Where's your favorite table? I'm sure the boys will be up for moving. The back corner. All right, all right. Do you boys want to move to Brittany's lucky table? Manzia and Bert? Brittany likes to hide away in the back. Stay. Oh, one mana left. Mana's on the cheap. 60 cents. Haven't seen it at 60 cents for a while. Do you want to use it if we move through Brittany, or are you going to hang on to it? All right, let's go. Let's try out your lucky table. Come on, Manzia. Totally using it. All right, come on, Bert. We're going to try out Brittany's lucky table. You should put it all on number 19. Okay, I've got to make sure we all join at the same time, otherwise we're going to miss out. Oh, Brittany, this isn't the one. Okay, come on, Brittany. This is the one. All right, this is the one. All right, this is it. This is it, boys. The lucky charmer. All in. Oh, that's a good start, Brittany. Come on. Oh, oh, my turn. Sorry. Nice. Oh, push. Ouch. That's alright. Yeah, it's all good. We'll see you around, Brittany. Are you sticking around? What are you up to now? Oh yeah, Larry, do you need still need a hand with poker? Were you looking for to test something or what am I doing here? Here. Woo! Beauty. So what else is happening? What else is happening, Brittany? How you been? How was your weekend? Oh, nice one. Good stuff, Bert. Stay. Bust. Yeah. Woot woot. Beach today, awesome heat wave. Oh, beauty. Fantastic. Got to get that tan. Awesome. How's the plant to seed? Yeah, I've got to do some more marketing, but we sold, so I've got 10 and we sold 2. So I haven't been pushing the other ones. I've just been a bit busy because of the crash, but yeah, we sold 2. So we've got 8 more to go, which would be amazing. And they were going for above like point 0.1, like 0.12 ETH, so I'm pretty happy with that. Uh, stay hit. Hit. Uh, Um, yeah, so we got the painting sorted out, and we got 8 more to go, and then I'll be able to get the plant the seed graffitied on the wall. So that'll be fun. Maybe when Bitcoin goes back up, or when society needs a real change, we can get that graffiti going. Hit. Beauty. Hey, Brittany, have you heard of Frida Kahlo and the watermelon? Yeah, don't know, that'd be good. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Well, we're gonna have like a Frida Kahlo kind of women's event soon because we want to kind of bring more women into Decentraland. Not a feminist thing, just kind of getting more women. I would love it if you'd like to come to the event, kind of get you on the invite. Would you be interested in that, Brittany? Yeah, cool. Actually, let me get your Discord. Let me just finish off this hand and I'll grab your Discord. Okay, cool. Have you got maybe 5 minutes now, Brittany? and I can show you something. Uh, hey Bert, you can come along too. It's not just I don't want to exclude men, that's for sure. Okay, let me add you on Discord. Add friend is just free Brittany. Free. What's your number though? Like your I don't know if it's easier for you to add me, but that's mine. But what's your Discord number? Decentraland lobby. Decentraland lobby. Oh, that's nice. Oh, Decentral Games lobby. Um, where is it? General. I'll type in free Brittany. I'm sure I can find you. Oh, there you are. Yeah, I see you. Well, free Brittany, all caps. It's 0804. Britney Spears. Right, I just sent you a request. Send me a hello would be lovely. Just so I've got you. If you're not doing anything, Bert, you're welcome to come along. Free Britney accepted your friend request. There you are. Hello. Oops, I still have my caps on, my caps lock on from when I was. Let me send you an invite here. So let me show you. But was it you that did the first hand when we came? See our copy link. Copy. Cool. Do you want to click on that link, Brittany, and we'll go. Hey Bert, you can come along if you want. This is where we're going to go to. / go to. 46 comma minus 52. Do you want to come along, Bert? Up to you. But free Brittany, shall I meet you there? Cool. Hey Bert, we'll just wait for Brittany. There you are. Um, so are you there, Bert? Otherwise, we'll get moving. So this is my property. Welcome to the 100 Rainbows Academy. This is the Pope that we have, and there's no Pope yet, but we have tenants inside the academy, and whenever they have events, they can put their popes in the machine, right? And then they can like give them out to people. Yeah, if you like, let me show you the event. I don't know if you got your sound turned on, but you can watch this video if you like. If you like virtual reality, it's good if you got your sound turned on so you can hear it. But otherwise, I'll show you the event. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, my daughter. Thank you. Yeah, I'm hoping to bring her up in the digital world. I think that's where it's gonna be, and it'll be lovely if she's kind of comfortable with that at a very young age. Yeah, come upstairs, please. So there's heaps of stuff I can show you, but I want to make sure that I cover off the reason why I brought you in. So you can just walk into the lift and press the up arrow. That's the plant seed NFT up there. Anyway, press the up arrow and just come up to the third floor. Yeah, so guess you already know about Frida, and we're going to have an event here for her because we'd like to bring more women into Decentraland, obviously. Yeah, no worries. We'll let it take its time. Right. No worries. Can I get a photo with you next to the watermelon? That's cool. Can you stand over here? Yeah, come over here. Um, we'll just wait till it enlarges a bit. Yep, stay where you are. That's perfect. Um, yep, just stay right there because the avatar looks different from when depending on the angle. So let me just 1 second. Oh, perfect. I didn't get you down. That's all right. Yeah, so you know how Frida, she has a lot of like a watermelon. She has a lot of her artwork is to do with like watermelon. It's one of her most kind of famous, what she's kind of known for. And then we're going to have someone who's kind of wanting to do an event here soon. So we'd like to fill it up with as many kind of female avatars as possible. Real women, if possible. And I know you're a real woman because I've heard you speak. Um, yeah, so I'll have to make sure you're a part of that event. I might have to create a different channel. Um, Let me create a different channel, and I'll be sure to invite you. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so that's kind of what I wanted to show you. It's probably going to happen in about another month. Obviously, we've got a lot of men in here, which is great, but having some women would be cool too. Yeah, well, we got. I guess there's whenever I find a someone in Decentraland, we'll just send out an invite. You can do like public invitations as well when you're, at the Genesis Plaza. You can arrange an event. So you're the first person, and then there's a few others that I'd like to invite along as well. Yeah, because I mean, for whatever reason, the feminine, I guess, personality isn't as attracted to the Decentraland as I guess many of the masculine guys are, or the masculine energy, I should say. And it'd be wondering kind of why that is, and maybe we can have a chat about it. At this stage, just Frida. We'll start with one. We'll start with one, and then we'll kind of go from there. Yeah, because whatever reason, like the females in here kind of have that technical, I guess, side to them, and they kind of gravitate towards crypto, which is, I'm really interested to kind of know why. Like maybe it's because you have family or friends that are also involved in crypto. Kind of what's the reason why you're kind of gravitating towards this, whereas other kind of feminine energy doesn't get attracted. So it'd be interesting. But, if we can make this floor, as you can see, there's a lot of flowers because it's feminine, right? So I love it. It looks lovely. But we'll just see how that grows. Yeah. Would you like to see what I've done with Would you like to see some more of the place? I'm not sure if I guess your mic isn't working today, or you don't really want to. Can you hear? I can't hear you at all. Do you want to jump into the Discord? I've got like a voice channel in there if you want to jump into the Discord, but I can't hear you at all. Let me send you an invite to the Discord there. Copy. It's because I turned my microphone off recently while mirroring my phone to my computer. Oh yeah, cool, cool. Awesome. We're up here, Bert, if you're interested.
Hey, you're able to hear me now?
Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Are you on where are you? And did your voice come in game then? Was it on Discord?
Yeah, I came from Decentraland.
Oh, perfect, perfect. There you are. Yeah, hey, you got it working. Just a few settings were a bit off.
Alrighty, let's go see the rest.
Yeah, cool, awesome. So just come up to the top floor. So floor 4 is that's still vacant, so we'll do something with that soon. But this is the 5th floor and top floor. So this is where all the plant to seed stuff is. So I'm looking forward to getting whoever my final 8 are. But if you kind of zoom in, you can see all the kind of supporters. So you got like Foxillary, and you got New Legends, and then eventually we'll have another 8 people who will have their names on these floors, and eventually we'll get that graffitied on the in the cool alleyway to kind of mark the moment, I guess. Kind of boost that crypto, or at least create awareness.
Yeah, this is neat. I like the rooftop. It's a good floor for all this.
Yeah, cool, fantastic. Um, yeah, the only thing left is to kind of show you the Amazon store if you'd like to see that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh,
But
cool.
I was wondering, so when did you first start to wonder about like the psyche of the women that are on Decentraland, or just in crypto in general?
Probably a couple of weeks ago now, just 2 weeks ago. So just kind of yeah, going in there and looking at the feminine, masculine stuff, and I was like, it's not uncommon for technology to attract masculine energy. But once in a while, you kind of walk around and you see women, and it's like, okay, well, there's a feminine energy that likes it, and I'm kind of yeah, started getting interested in it a couple of weeks ago. The new tenant actually made me think about it because he's kind of involved with he really likes Frida's artwork, and so he prompted me to kind of think about it, and now I think it's a worthy cause.
Yeah, that's really neat. I would love to see what people actually have to say. Personally, I got into it because I got seriously into crypto and
Mm,
mana in general, and then I started to read behind like what mana stood for, and I started to research Decentraland. So I mostly just came here to see what people can build, to see the new things that pop around,
yeah.
and of course, I love the casino. It's always fun.
Yeah, you got to have the casino. I mean, that's bringing a lot of life and a lot of, I guess, entertainment to Decentraland at the moment. So we need, they're doing their part for sure, or they're leading the way. But how did you even get interested in mana? Is it just because you were, a gamer and you liked it? Like, how did that happen?
No, Coinbase actually. One night I didn't get any sleep, and I was pretty much researching all of the altcoins on
Yeah,
Coinbase,
right.
and somehow I just got into Mana, and
Oh, that's
yeah,
cool. So you already knew about Bitcoin and Ethereum, obviously, and they kind of led you to mana.
yeah. So because I see how mainstream Ethereum and obviously Bitcoin are, I wanted to start looking into the littler coins.
Yeah.
I mean, I know a lot of people talk bad about like Bitcoin and stuff, but a lot of people became millionaires overnight from a silly little meme coin.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. I mean, it is like a lottery ticket, in a way. And if you're going to spend like $40 on a lottery ticket, maybe $40 on Doge or a meme coin is a better bet.
Exactly.
Mm,
Absolutely, I totally agree.
yeah. The issue is when you start
I
putting
also
your
see it as
life savings
even
into it,
bit.
right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You have to be
Mm,
smart.
yeah. Sorry, you're going to say something?
But in general, I see yeah, I see all of crypto as pretty much like being theoretical. Like it's all this far out like technology that we don't really know about. We're just kind of digging into it. So
Yeah.
I don't know if every crypto is kind of theory, then what's wrong with the meme coin, right?
Yeah, exactly. There's arguably worse things you can invest in, or spend your money on, like, I don't know, alcohol, donuts. There's lots of other things you could, worst things you can buy.
Right. This is true.
Yeah.
Cigarettes.
Cigarettes. Yeah, yeah. Not weed. I mean, that's money well spent. But certainly
Oh yeah,
tobacco.
that's a necessity.
And that's the other thing that I found that everyone in Decentraland or in the crypto space is so liberal with weed, right? We're all kind of really just have no issues with it, and whether you smoke it or yourself or
Right.
you
I
don't,
feel
you
like
kind of
that would
don't
go
mind that others do.
right. So that would probably go along the same lines of the fact that crypto is a theoretical like type of hype. It's most of the people that smoke weed that kind of start to think like that, like kind of think out of the box.
Yeah. Do you think the plant just sets off a chemical in your brain, and you kind of go, well, yeah, it triggers you to think outside the box, right? Because it gets that creative, I don't know what to call it, but just sparks something creative in your brain.
Yeah, I think the scientific reason behind it would probably be that it opens up your third eye, so you
Yeah,
start to think in that third dimensional.
yeah, yeah. That's
Where is the
amazing.
answer? Is it
Yeah.
on your property? Is it somewhere?
Oh yeah, yeah. Come down here. Just jump off the roof. We'll go to the bottom floor.
Just jump off the roof? You don't hear that every day.
No, only when you lose $100 at the casino, maybe. So here's all the various links. So here's the link over here. There's actually a cool YouTube link that I'll send you. The link over here is the US store. I assume you're in the US, and you can click on that, and it will just open up a separate link in your browser to the amazon.com/100rainbows. So yeah, we're obviously trying to
Oh, wow.
bring, yeah,
Yeah, this is really neat.
yeah, cool, thanks. Yeah, I'm trying to do my best to kind of do our part to bring something more practical and legitimate to crypto. I mean, it has such a bad connotation, and if we can, I'm not a large institution, but I'm, still technically a brand, and kind of coming in and perhaps giving other people ideas is the kind of way to do it. Um,
That's incredible. You even have paint sets. So did you already have this store like before Decentraland, or do
I
they
did, I
coincide?
did. Yeah, no, I had it before Decentraland, but then I was looking at how much land was at the time, and I was like, that's a large part of our marketing budget, and so we thought, you know what, let's just use our marketing budget to purchase virtual land rather than spending it on, Facebook ads or kind of Amazon pay-per-clicks and that type of stuff. And we just thought, you know, why not? And then it's fortunately land's done quite well, even during the correction. It's all transparent information, so you can click on these things here if you like and have a look. But have you ever been to the Decentraland marketplace?
Yeah, I've checked out the marketplace a few times.
Yeah, right. Okay. So then I'm just trying to grab this link to show you.
I went to
Let me show you something. Yeah, I just sent you a little video if you want to have a look. But yeah, so that all the sales history is, I guess, transparent. So we just kind of put that up here that maybe other businesses or institutions kind of want to do the same, and that'd be good for us, and obviously good for kind of Decentraland in general. Because I hope that commerce can come to the digital world. Like I really hope that we can move a little bit from the physical world into a digital one. I know maybe there's a few people that are against it or don't think it's going to happen, but I'm fully embracive of it. I think we'll advance faster if we can kind of. I think it's going to sync our minds more. and we'll just be able to move faster digitally to whatever it is the problems that we need to solve.
Yeah, it's all very cool stuff. I think this empire you're creating is very fascinating. I'm assuming you also have some type of like webcast or YouTube channel type of thing.
Yeah, over here. So I am streaming right now, in case you just didn't know. So here's the Twitch link over here. So everyone's, so here's the Twitch stream over here, and here's all my YouTube links. So Discord, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch.
Very cool. You're gonna make me famous.
You are, I hope so. There she is. Free Brittany. That's cool. Maybe you can be digitally famous. Yeah, because Amazon has these associate affiliate programs. So maybe I could, because I guess there are some people that are always just trying to make a little bit of money, and not everyone has, a ton of money. And if everyone can be given an affiliate link to my Amazon store, and they can earn, even if it's like 50 cents or whatever it is, then maybe, we can kind of work together on that. And if 100 Rainbows grows big enough, then absolutely I'll inject those funds back into, the community.
I would definitely be right. That's awesome. Yeah, very cool. I love all the art stuff, and art has always been a passion and a love of mine. So I'm very interested.
Yeah, cool. I mean, if you are, like, are you interested in becoming an affiliate? Or if that's, you don't have to answer that question, just if you want to get back to me or whatever. But if it's something you're interested in doing, then I'll be happy to work with anybody that kind of would be interested.
What would an affiliate like do?
Uh, they
What would it
would,
entail?
yeah, I guess it's just whenever you make a sale, you get a portion. That's just a common thing that Amazon does. So, for example, the link that I showed you, I sent you a link of a YouTube video that someone created. So that person created a YouTube video of the Decentraland Amazon, kind of 100 Rainbows Amazon, and he'll have an affiliate link that goes on that video, and any sales that are generated from that video, he'll get a cut. So it's really just, if you can drive sales for whatever, however you do it, then you get a cut.
Huh. Nice. Okay. So, do you sell like apparel as well, or is that something that you would do?
Yeah, I would absolutely do it. So at the moment, we only sell one product. So we could absolutely expand, but at this stage, we just decided to go with like paintings. But we could absolutely do any product because we have the distribution channel, right? So 100 Rainbows is a registered trademark in both the United States and Australia. And if we wanted to go out and expand our supply to apparel, then we could absolutely do that. It's just not my area of expertise, but if we wanted to do, I don't know, t-shirts or shoes or handbags or anything, we could do it if people believe in the brand. And if everyone in Decentraland decided, hey, let's support 100 Rainbows in this endeavor, and like the community had a they had a product that they want to sell and they're interested in buying, then I could absolutely use the 100 Rainbows, I guess, distribution channels to support the community if that's what the community wanted. I reckon that'd be a cool way to do it, Brittany. I reckon that's a great idea. Just kind of like have an event, have
Yeah.
people come in and be like, "Hey guys, do you want to work together? What product should we do? If everyone here is going to help sell it, then everyone can get an affiliate thingy, and we can sell it on the Amazon store."
Yeah, that's incredible. I feel like I know many people that even the tree that you created, even that on a shirt or on some kind of baseball cap or something, I feel like that would sell extremely well.
Yeah.
By that point, who knows? You could be making a rainbows toothpaste.
Yeah, sure. Why not? 100 Rainbows toothpaste. You absolutely could. I mean, people believe in the philosophy, then, the products are there, I guess, to help support that. I mean, the way we looked at it was like, it really is a privilege to kind of sell your product and exist inside people's homes. So that's why initially we decided to start from a good place, being mental health and creative products, because we think that's what people need. And then, if it branches out to more practical things like um, toothpaste for whatever reason, then, totally that would work. It's just interesting to see where things might go. Just loving the journey.
Oh, or I think it would be. I think it would be an awesome idea to do some kind of like tree planting, like rally type of thing, and have 100 Rainbows name on it, and
That's
involve
cool.
the world. Because what would you say to the many people that say that Bitcoin is not environmentally friendly?
Yeah. Yeah, right. So it could be an event. I mean, there's a lot of energy and organization in that to kind of do a tree rally, but to have like a tree planting event of some kind. So that's so funny that you said that because I was speaking to someone the other day. His name is Garden Gully. Isn't that or roots, right? So it's all kind of plant stuff, Garden Gully roots. And he is a supplier of um, seeds. Like I can't remember what the plant was called, but he sells seeds. So maybe and he's part of the Decentraland community. So it might be possible for him to be involved in providing seeds to a particular plant, and then we have other Decentraland avatars kind of helping to grow that as well. Like I reckon that would there's something there. It just needs to be cleaned up and organized properly. But we're just brainstorming, so that's fine. But I think there's something there to kind of have more community engagement.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. A little more back thought and structure, and I think we could really have something there.
Yeah, I reckon that's cool. That's very cool. I think that's what I'm going to do, Brittany. I'm going to start with the affiliate stuff, and then um, see who's interested, and then maybe we can expand our product range. I reckon that's cool. I wouldn't even mind selling marijuana, like if it's legal, of course, would have to check that. Um, and I don't even know if you can sell marijuana recreationally on Amazon, but I would totally do that.
Even if you don't want to sell the actual flower, you could definitely make a good buck just selling like those plastic like exotic bags that people sell these days and put a fancy little name on it. But obviously, you could create some really cool bags that say like 100 Rainbows,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
I don't know, the dealers can take it from there. Whatever they want
yeah.
from
No,
there.
definitely. That's cool. Yeah.
Do you
But
think it's possible to do some kind of like on your land if like someone pitched in like 10 moner or like 0.001 F and like plant a tree? So like virtually you plant the tree and then it gets planted in real life as well. I feel like that would draw in some kind of crowd.
hmm. So then that's interesting. So they would plant a virtual tree. Why would they do that though? Like, where where would the
You would
money go?
imagine they would want to come back and see. Well, the money would go to planting the trees in real life, and of
Yeah,
course, a little bit of profit as well.
sure. Yeah, definitely. Um, you know what? Maybe, Brittany, I reckon, you know how upstairs I've got the trees and they're sitting on a statue? Maybe what I need to be doing is turning them into pot plants rather than like a pedestal.
Right, that
Totally.
would be neat. And if you could somehow get them to grow in real time, so people want to come back and see how they're growing, maybe even people can click it to add water, like some kind of little icon, just for fun.
Yeah, yeah. And then when you add water, you pay like whatever mana, like 1 mana or something, and it grows. And
Ah,
when it hits, you know,
absolutely.
1,000
Maybe you can
mana,
even
for
get some free
example,
hope.
it would just be fully grown.
Right. Yeah, very cool. And maybe you, like when you finish growing it, you get some kind of tree pope.
Yeah, or like an NFT
Oh yeah, that would be way better.
or a Pope or an NFT. Yeah, I mean NFTs they took like $60 in gas fees just to send it, right? So that's hard. But a Pope, it could be like, well, once it's full, you can just walk downstairs and get your Pope. I reckon that's a great idea.
Yeah, absolutely. People seem to love to collect popes on here.
Yeah, anything like people just love to collect stuff. I reckon that's cool, and that's what I love.
Yeah,
Just
I agree. Absolutely.
yeah, like even just having this digital place where people can come and just brainstorm ideas. Like, you know, usually in the real world, you'll need to create like a creative room for yourself, and you might have, you know, lots of color in that room, and you'll have pens and pencils and paintings or whatever. And maybe I hope that the Hundred Rainbows Academy just becomes a think tank for people to come and just, right, we need to brainstorm an idea. Let's go to the academy and think it out.
Is it possible to have a screen where a person can doodle and create their own artwork, possibly?
Yeah, totally. I was thinking of doing that. Do you want to come up to the vacant floor? It's on number 3, I think it is. But that's totally what I was thinking, Brittany. Because we have a vacant floor up here. Or
Or-
there's even some blank. Whoops. Oh no, I'm stuck in the roof. Oh crap. I'm gonna have to refresh. I'll be right back. You still here, Brittany? Where are you, Brittany? Still here, Brittany? Where are you? I had to refresh.
Yeah, fourth floor.
Oh, it's already up there. Sweet. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so we could essentially have some big walls here on the side, like kind of how, you look downstairs, it's got those kind of photo frames. So I would have to look at how to code that, which would be interesting. But people could draw, I guess, with their mouse, but that'd be difficult as well. Kind of if they,
You could have That's true. I can barely click the up button to get up the elevator.
yeah, it's just the sensitivity of it. Unless it's like a text or it creates a text box and people could type their ideas, that might work. But drawing it, yeah, that'd be just too hard. It's a great idea, but I think it's going to have to be like a click box type thing.
Like a paint by number type of thing.
Yeah. Or even if there's like an envelope, they click it, they type their idea, and then they could put it into a box. And that could work.
I think that would be.
Hmm.
Well, Decentraland is planning on being virtual, right? Like virtual reality.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I would love to see this place in virtual
That would be a
reality.
bit easier to draw.
Yeah.
Or maybe even some kind of handprint, like dip it in some paint, like they do on the sidewalk and such.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm thinking. Hmm. There's a lot to unpack there, but I'm gonna have to make some notes before I forget. Decentraland affiliate program. I think that'd be really cool because everybody wants to create some kind of passive income, and there's a lot of people in Decentraland that would love to do that. I mean, maybe there's a lot of young people that, find it hard to go out into the real world for whatever reason and get a traditional corporate job or whatever. Like,
Yeah, especially with, the pandemic
mm,
and everybody has gotten used to staying home. I don't see people wanting to go out.
yeah, yeah. And if you could have a painting just kind of delivered to your house and you can do that, then mm, yeah, I reckon that's cool. I should do that.
Definitely some very good ideas being thrown around.
Yeah. I want to complete the painting. Receive free NFT. Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. Clear.
A swimming pool on Decentraland could be fun.
There's a few places where you can actually. Uh, there's a few places where you can just go and like go inside water. I've been there before. It's at the 3AU land plot. Can't remember exactly where it is, but they have a swimming pool.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, I can't remember where it is. I'll have to find it, but yeah. All right, that's a lot of yeah, that's a lot of cool stuff happening. Did you want to head back to the casino? Or are you cool just to hang out? Maybe play some poker?
I don't have
You
any
had
more
enough.
mono. I
We can do
tried to give myself.
we can do free play if you want. Absolutely.
I'm gonna be signing out.
Okay, sure.
I just came to see your land and
Thanks.
talk about all that cool stuff.
We'll have to have a proper like meeting, like just get
Have some
creative.
seeds to survive.
Say that again, sorry.
I'm sure I'll see you again, and
Yeah.
we can discuss this once more.
Absolutely.
And you have me on Discord if you want to
Yes.
send any links or anything.
Yeah, we'll do. All right, great chatting with you, Brittany.
Yes, very nice chat. I'll see you again. Bye bye.
See ya. Hey, String Crypto, haven't seen you around in a while. Have you got your sound turned on, Nicole? Let me see. Yeah, there's definitely music.
The Detroit business for you now. Fresh. New Dance Radio.
Oh, your megabyte. Here you go, megabyte.
You're listening to Move the House Radio.
Dedicated to all things house.
This is Bam Bam. You're in the Twilight Zone with Move the House.
Divine intent. Tool? What's a tool, mate? Ah. Dude, that's a sick combination. What's going on there? What's with the sleeves? Let's check it out in night mode. Yeah, man. That's cool. Was that a new wearable, or you've had it for ages? I just got it from a buddy. Ah, cool, man. It looked nice with the poly jacket, man. Stick that poly jacket. Yeah, that's cool. Pretty cool idea. You got the whole set. I told him never sample your own. Yeah, nah, it works well. Like over a long sleeve jacket. I reckon it looks cool. Just gives it that futuristic feel without taking over. Like it enhances the wearable rather than taking it over, which is great. From the Corona Zombies set. Ooh, okay, let's jump onto OpenSea. I'm going to type in Corona Zombies. Corona Zombies. That's too much to type in, Manzia. Can't copy and paste that. But let's have a look. Corona Zombies. Yeah, that's not good. What can I type in? It's not coming up when I search Corona Zombies. Oh, hang on. No, it's not. Corona Zombies. Maybe Decentraland Wearables, Corona Zombies. Oh, zombie suit? Is it part of the zombie suit? I send you a link on Discord. Yeah, sweet. Thanks, man. Exosuit. Let's type in exosuit. Woof. There's a few of those exosuits. Alright, what have we got here? Scroll down. Oh, okay. Sugar Ray, Titan. That sword's pretty cool, actually. Ah, the Regen Aura. That's cool. A healing class legendary CZ wearable that covers health of all surrounding team players at time. Do you reckon that'll actually work in game one day? That'd be awesome. You should buy it since mana is cheap. Kind of a hoarder. Yeah, mana's cheap. People might still have left 2,000. Ooh, 2,000 is a bit much. It's still $1,000, even if mana's 50 cents. But I hope that maybe if they can make that stuff real, man, like make Decentraland a real RPG, that'd be sick. They're working on switching it, kind of don't advertise it like that. People might have still left the price at 2,000. Yeah, the set is fire for sure. That's cool though. For the CZ players, Corona Zombie players. Can I actually go into OpenSea though? Oh, there it is. No, that's not it. Hmm. So can you get it by actually playing the game? Oh, that's the Exo Blades that Santa has. Hmm, that's interesting. I mean, the fact that you can take that wearable off the parcel is really cool. Maybe I need to type in Regen Aura inside OpenSea. I'll find it. Yeah, you have to search Regen Aura. 1600. That's cool. Let's have a look. Average 0.47. There's 100 of them. Alright, sort by recently created. Yeah, it's awesome. It looks sick. Doesn't really work. Doesn't look that great with that jacket because it's too rainbowy already. But it looked cool when the on the top that was already like one plain color. It shows it more specific on the website. Yeah, cool. But yeah, you can use these in the coronavirus game in here. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Drugs are bailed. Okay. Yeah. Chuck on the Polygon jacket again, peanut butter. It looks sick with that for some reason. Yeah, it looks good with the 3 layer as well. Yeah, because it stands out because it has just one plain color, right? So the aura gets to stand out more. Yeah, it looks sick with that. It really works, I reckon. Nice. So what's the haps today, mate? What are you up to? Peanut butter? You any streaming anything specific today? Upcoming videos? Ah, fair enough. We've got to have those days to just chill out. What's going on, Bert? Yeah, you got to have those days where you just like, right, I'm getting a pack of chips and I'm staying in bed watching Netflix. Got to have one of those, once in a while. The real Vexo is here. What up, Vex? 67 Heinekens. That's a lot of Heinekens, bro. Must have had a bad crash on the crypto markets. 6 or 7? Yeah. Okay. 6 or 7's a normal. Yeah. That's a normal amount. I can't hear you there, Bert, for some reason. If you give it a refresh, your mic might work. For some reason, the sound's not coming through.
Oh, my son had pressed the mute
Oh,
button.
I can
Gotcha.
hear you now. Beauty.
Now it is.
Beauty, how are you, mate? You're coming in loud and clear.
Yeah, dude, man, 52 cents. I wanted to buy some so bad.
62? 62 cents? Yeah. Oh, it did.
52 cents for mana? I
Oh, you're
never
right.
saw that low before.
You're right. It did go as low as like, where's the low here?
I
49 cents it went.
I bought some for 81 cents earlier in the week, but 52 cents, man. If I had 500 floating, I would have bought 1,000 real quick.
Yeah. I did pick up a few hundred this morning just because you gotta.
You gotta, man. At least a little taste of the dip.
Yeah, you don't know when it's gonna bounce back up or there might be something cool that comes up.
Plus, even if you already own some, you lower your average.
Yeah, that's it.
Unless you are OG hodler.
Yeah, that's it. I'm somewhat of an OG hodler. I'm not an OG, but I put it all into land. I was like, yeah, that's where I'll do it. That's where I'll put it. What are you gonna do with your mana, Bert? Do you intend to get some wearables or what are you gonna do with it?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure yet, man.
Yeah.
I like NFTs, and yeah, what I have is not enough to do anything significant with.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I wouldn't mind some of those Reebok sneakers for a couple hundred mana. I mean, not the Reebok, the
The Adidas
Atari
ones.
sneakers.
Oh, the Atari ones. Yeah.
I look at
Yeah,
them
they're
like
pretty
the
cool as well.
Yeezys,
Nah, they're pretty cool as well for sure.
digital Yeezys.
Yeah, it's funny how much like the more time you spend in here, the more you kind of like the wearables. It's cool. Didn't know there was a night mode. Definitely a night mode. I feel bad I didn't tell you earlier. How do you pull up the new NFT every week? That's true, peanut butter. How do you pull up a new NFT every week? He doesn't buy food, that's why. He starves himself and buys NFTs. He skips lunch. Single with no kids that have to annoyingly eat 3 times a day. How dare they eat 3 times a day? Train the kids to eat only twice. How dare they want nourishment? Yeah. I hope that when they get older they pay you back for the food that they ate when they were children. Make sure they pay you back for the food that you give them.
If that's the case, I still owe my dad a couple 100,000.
Yeah, man. You have kids, you make sure you got to start a receipt, like an IOU. For every meal that you give them, you keep this IOU and a tally.
When he turns 18, you bust out the ledger. Like, here's every transaction.
Yeah, keep a ledger. That's right. On the left, debit. On the right, credit. When they do chores, then they've earned their food and you can tick it off.
When's the next casino event? 'Cause I got some crypto here. I'm playing, acquiring some DG, but last
Next,
event I was broke.
let me check. I'll jump onto the website and see when the next one is. Decentral Games / events. Let's have a look-see. Bitcoin Pizza Day. What was that? Events. There's a DG community meetup that's coming up. That's cool. On the 24th of May. Join us in the Business Center Chateau Satoshi discussion in the Decentral Games Discord voice chat with fellow Decentral Games community members to discuss this week's topic. With an open format, these events are intended to connect community members promoting knowledge, share, and discussing the future of the metaverse. Oh, that's cool. Oh, Nicole Nixon, you're doing that. You're going to be a guest speaker at the next event, Nicole. That's cool. Then there's a crypto night at 9 p.m. UTC. Whoever was asking about the events, not sure who that was. Advertising in the metaverse, kill the shill. Interesting.
Sorry, Ramos, you asked something about my talk tomorrow, but I missed it. I was
Oh yeah,
talking to my child.
yeah. No, no worries. How dare your child need attention from their mother? So we had the DG community meetup. I can see that you've got an event coming up. Or I'm not sure if it's your event, but you're being a guest speaker. Advertising in the metaverse, kill the shill. What's that about? Just no spamming inside Decentraland type thing? Let me check what time zone that is for me. So it's going to be at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Oh, whoops. 8 p.m. UTC. What time zone is that?
Sorry, Rainbows. I had the mute thing randomly happen. It only does it to my actual friends. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah, I know. That definitely happens to me too. I was just saying, yeah, so you're being a guest speaker at the next event, which was something to do with kill the shill. So that's interesting. So you're gonna, can you, what's it about? Decentral Games. Events. 8 p.m. Let's get rid of that. UTC. It's 6 a.m. for me. We'll see if I'm up early enough. Yeah, I don't think she can either. I heard her speak a few times and then I asked a question, but then she went silent, so I'm not sure what happened. Ah, yeah, cool, no worries. She was having some issues with the music before as well. Like the music wasn't working for her, so we've all been there. Um, are you going to be able to make it, peanut butter, to that event? It's join us with the business at the fellow. Hmm. Yeah, 8 p.m. UTC, which is like 6 a.m. for me.
Hey, rainbows.
She's back.
That was ridiculous. Why does it only mute your friends? It's the
Third,
weirdest
third time lucky.
glitch.
Yeah, I know. It's really annoying. There must be a link somehow between, I don't know. Yeah, I can't explain it, but it is really weird.
It must be because it was like you, Peanut Butter, and Vexo were blocked for me. So it's like only my friends were blocked.
That's weird. Yeah, it must be something in the code linking the like different nodes or the different avatars together. For some reason, it just mutes. Anyway, it's all good. Funny how a refresh fixes that.
So anyway, I'm psyched. And are you going to be asleep during my talk?
I get
Or-
up. Am I going to be asleep? Yeah, maybe. Not because the talk is not interesting or anything like that, but because it's 6 a.m. for me. I'm usually up at 6 a.m. though, but it would just mean I'd have to zombie walk my way to the computer. We'll see. Can you give us a little insight on what it's going to be about? I think we've lost you again. Oh, no, there you are.
Mostly, I have a degree from Cornell in content marketing. So
Cool.
basically, it's basically about just coming into the space and like actually getting to meet people and handshaking and doing what you
Lovely.
need to do to actually make marketing work. You can't just jump
Fantastic.
into the Discord and be like, "Hey, I got this great idea, and can
Yeah.
you give me all this info about it?" You know?
Yeah, for sure. Or just spam the Wonder Mine. Check this out. Check this out. No, but that's cool. So it's a networking event.
Trying to open up a digital dispensary. Imagine that.
Some
Imagine a
more
digital
than that. I mean,
dispensary where you
I
go
have a
and
degree in content marketing, so it's more
Yeah.
about like the way that like this space can get really ugly really quick, or we could control it and we can make it beautiful, and we could stop the shill, we could stop all this like nonsense marketing, and we can make things. We can market art the way art is supposed to be marketed. You know,
Yeah.
there's like this weird jump from fine art to NFTs, and NFTs are shilled in this disgusting way that is
Yeah.
like not necessary.
No, it's not.
And that's why I bought Gallerina, because the Gallerina, that's what a Gallerina does. A
Yeah.
Gallerina goes into a gallery and they make sure the whales come and people buy, you know, people are positioned to buy where they need to buy, and they're buying what they want to buy, and they're buying
Yeah.
what's going to make them money, you know? Like
Yeah.
so there's a connection there that's being lost right now, and I'm trying to bring it back.
Yeah, for sure. Sounds good. Hopefully it's not just like targeting whales though. Like I mean, there might be other people that just like to buy it because they genuinely like the art and want to spend the
No,
money
not
on
at
it.
all. But
Yeah.
but it's more positioning. It's positioning yourself in the right place, in the
Yeah.
right time, in the right space. And like I said, like these people jump into Discord and they're like, I have this amazing idea and I think it's gonna be great. And
Yeah.
can all of you give me all this information about landing in Decentraland before I actually, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
jump in,
absolutely.
learn,
Yeah,
shake
yeah.
some hands, meet some people.
Yeah.
It's like getting a friend request from someone you haven't spoken to at all.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's
It's like
trying to
I
get
want
with
to do business in
strangers.
this space, but I know nothing about it.
Yeah. No, I'm totally on board with that. That's the whole ideas are easy, execution is hard. It's easy to say, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this, but then to kind of jot it down on a notepad and put a plan together and then actually go and execute on it is just so much harder. And I guess more ideas will actually
You
come
get
to
like
life if you plan
like
it out.
10 to 20 people a day jump into the Discord and they're like, I want to create a fashion brand. And you're like,
Yeah.
that's great. And you may have an actual name, but like even with an actual brand, if your brand is not big enough and you are not connected in the community, that is going to go nowhere.
Yeah. Totally. No, that's fantastic. That's really, really cool. It's really helpful as well to people that kind of don't understand. Because I guess initially it's nice to have that exciting kind of emotion, right? Because you're creative and you just want to like, hey, this is going to be really cool, and you don't want to, I guess, stop that. But if you combine it with something more realistic as well, could really actually make this place better rather than just crappy advertising. Because you're probably right. There's a lot of artists that have great ideas, but because they don't know how to market, like you've said, they just kind of go with the old-fashioned salesman approach, which just doesn't work. Just leaves a bad taste.
Ultimately, at the end of the game, we're all humans, and if you
Mm.
don't approach it with a human like aspect, at the end of the day, we're all going to result to our base instincts. So this is gonna, if you're not careful about it, it'll end up being Second Life. We'll end up being like a like fetish site or a
Yeah.
whatever. Everyone will result to their base instincts if you're not careful about it. So we have to be very careful, and we have to
Yeah.
step forward like
Mm.
with a human aspect, and like think about
Hey
like
man, if
just
this works any
be
better than Tinder, I'll be glad because that wasn't popping off.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, maybe not a Tinder thing. But yeah, Nicole, you're saying that yeah, if we breaking away from our base instincts, yeah, like sex and drugs, I guess, which are nice, but to kind of
if
have
we
more thought
result,
about
yeah,
it.
if we result to our base instincts, every advertisement's going to be sex, drugs, rock and roll, sex, drugs, rock and roll. And
Yeah.
not that I am like opposed to sex, drugs, and
No,
rock and
sex
roll.
sells.
Like I wouldn't be here if I wasn't. But
No,
like, but it doesn't need to. It doesn't need
no.
to look like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it
Yeah,
doesn't need to be that going forward. And I think DG Games does a really good job at like marketing things on like a high end level. You know,
yeah,
you auction at a high level. We're in a casino, you know, like it's all
yeah,
very like highbrow.
yeah,
And
yeah,
once you step
totally.
out of here, I want that to continue. I want the
Yeah.
highbrow level of advertising to continue outside of DG Games.
Mm. I guess being well, you mentioned the right place, right time a few times, and that's a cool approach. And I guess maybe what would be good is that we had our different districts, right? So if people did want to do that
That's
other
right.
stuff, then maybe there needs to be a red light district, and this is the place that you go. Because obviously, if you ban it, that's not going to work, right? We all know that.
Oh, there
Um,
is. There's
but
a someone there's District X, but
yeah,
they haven't like developed it really, you know. And like, and
yeah,
the thing with districts is everyone donated all this land, and then the districts owners are just like sitting on their
sitting
ass
on
and
it.
not doing
Yeah,
anything with it. And
that's so annoying.
the land people that donated the land are getting all pissed off. So anytime you go in to any of those feeds, they're like, it's just constant like, I donated land, what's up? I donated land, what's up? I mean, Fashion District, District X, the Red Light District, there's a bunch
Yeah,
of them,
I
but
will
like
agree with
none of
that.
them
that's
are
annoying.
functioning.
Yeah.
I
It,
agree with that. There's a lot of people pissed off, especially in Etheria.
Yeah, because Ethereum was supposed to be this big, beautiful,
See how
amazing thing. You know,
hit on
this is
that
like
ten.
this is Web
And it's
3.0.
a
This is the
cyber desert.
future. This is the cyber
Hit on that
district,
ten,
and
buddy.
then nothing.
well, what the hell
Hit
happened with that?
on that. Oh, too late.
Who's the project lead or
They don't have
whatever?
people like us running it. They don't have like motivated, like seriously motivated people running these districts. They need like it needs to be like one of us running all of them, like someone that's like in it every day, feet on the ground, meeting people, networking, you know?
Yeah, that's frustrating. I'm frustrated, one, because I am a landowner. So if Ethereum kicks off, then that's great for everyone as a landowner, right? So kind of seeing any kind of deserted land is just frustrating for me. And for anyone else, obviously, for you too. Um, so maybe there needs to be a
Oh, it's
mechanism.
frustrating for me because I'm like, I could do so much shit with that land, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I have so many ideas. I'm like, so many things. Please give me some land, anyone.
They just donated it to the wrong person or the wrong people. It's frustrating.
Yeah, dude, I
The
would buy
fashion
one for a
district is
moderate
dope,
amount of money, like 500
but
bucks, $1,000, you know? But it's kind of outrageous. Some of them go for it. The cheapest one I ever saw was like 7, 8,000 American.
a couple
Yeah.
thousand, hundred, you know, like because mana dropped so much, and so when they sold, they recently, but like, I mean, fashion district, that's insane. And have you guys actually gone in there? It takes like
Yeah, I
a
have.
good 2 to 3
It's
minutes to
beautiful.
load the whole district.
Oh, it's beautiful
It's
in there.
gorgeous, but it takes like an enormous amount of time to load. And so Peanut and I like wandered around in there, and my voice chat wouldn't even work. Like nothing works in there because it's like it's so intense, the programming in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. So do you even know what the priority is at the moment? Like what are the developers working on? What is their priority?
There's a white paper somewhere that tells you like
Oh, okay.
the
Yeah.
the what the devs are working on, but like it doesn't tell you what the districts are working on. And you can go into each district's Discord. You can't get into like the actual discussions unless you own land in the district, but like you can kind of see what they're working on.
I don't even know what land my district belongs to. Although I don't really like the naming conventions are a bit funny. Etheria, amusement park. Maybe Dragon City, because I'm near the Asian Plaza. Yeah, but no, that's so necessary what you're doing, Nicole. I reckon that's great.
I think if you fall in between, it doesn't even like you're not even in a district unless you donated land and your land falls within one of those like big green squares. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't
Oh,
think you're in Etheria or
no.
yeah, I think you have to fall into one of the actual squares. You have to have donated it and have no control over it.
What? Yeah, not doing that. Fair enough if you're a whale, but not.
That's why people are so mad. You know, they bought like mana at like 20 cents. They bought some property and they donated it to a district, and now their land is worth a lot more and the district's doing nothing, and they're getting like super pissed. So every one of those district discords you go into, it's just a bunch of people complaining about the fact that they donated land and nothing's happening.
Yeah, that's the worst. When the
Right?
land is sitting idle, you know what I mean? It's not adding value to the game. Bunch of blank land.
Yeah, that's annoying. I didn't even realize that this was going on, this kind of conflict, which sounds completely reasonable. Kind of feeling out the
I
frustrations
would say
myself.
like 90% of the people complaining about it are not active users in the game. They just own land. You know what I'm saying? Like they're
Wait, I
not
stepped away
active
for a
users.
second. What are
They're not
90% of
on the
people
ground
complaining about?
owning land in that they donated to districts that are not functioning right now.
Oh, I mean, that was just I call that a bad investment and not reading the rules.
But I mean, even if it is a bad investment, like, what's the reason why nothing's happening, you know?
We do you see how we were saying like a lot of these people bought when it was like 20 cents for mana or whatever, and they bought a bunch of land and they were like, yeah, let me donate this to a district. And now that their land is worth like $7,000-8,000, they're coming back and they're like, what are you doing with my land?
Yeah,
And
and they
none of
can't
these
even get it back.
districts are actually functioning. They have these weird like owners that do nothing.
Yeah, I
Just bought some land
100% agree with you, and it
6 months.
has been a problem I've been discussing with people. But if you look at like take Carl Vervelde, for example. He is working in 8 districts. Etheria is one of the biggest ones. And right now, all of his time is focused on the conference center. I don't think people realize how thinly spread the Decentraland resources are. And all of these landowners that want shit to happen with their land need to make shit happen with their land and not just rely on the 10 people in the district that they contributed money to 2 years ago.
So, well, then what's the idea though?
Are they
Like,
able
hang
to do
on.
that?
Yeah,
No.
yeah. So
Are they able
that's
to do
the
that once they donate
Yes.
their land? Don't they give up ownership of? Don't
Yeah.
they give up builder rights to like?
Every single
If I
person.
donated a fashion district owns my land right now,
Yeah.
and they're building on it, right?
That's the question we need to answer. Yeah.
Every single person in the world can contribute to Decentraland. Every single person in the world can build. Everybody can develop. And a lot of people just aren't because they're sitting on their hands waiting for other people to do it.
Wait. DCL. So I get that everyone can build it, right? But obviously, if you own land and you can kind of add value to your own land, that's great, right? That's the idea. For example, I can say firsthand, I've got land and I'm building on it. But with the people who um, donated their land with the expectation that someone else was going to build on it, they're under the impression that someone else will build on it. If they knew that donating it meant nothing would happen, they would have kept it themselves, right? I think that's probably what's creating the animosity. If they're
That absolutely does suck, and that is the case in a lot of
Yeah.
situations. But also, if I'm a person that donated to a district and shit isn't happening in that district, then I am going to make it happen in that district. And there's a lot of people just sitting around on their hands saying, why aren't you, like, where's my Lamborghini?
Yeah. Okay. So why then
Are
isn't
they
there?
able to
Yeah.
pull their land back?
Yeah. Give it
though?
back.
Are they able
Give
to
it back.
actually pull the ownership of the land back
That's right.
from the district and build on it?
That depends on the district. Every district actually is set up in a different way, a different set of rules and a different level of governance. And in some of the districts, if the district was to say sell 10 parcels, some of the districts, they could sell 10 parcels and not give any of the money to the contributors. And that will piss a lot of people off. In some other districts, if they sell 10 parcels, each contributor from the initial contribution period will get a portion of that in reimbursement. Every single district is run and operated differently.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then that's what we need to answer, right? Because it's one thing. It's one thing to
We
kind
get
of.
it.
Yeah. Because it's one thing to kind of. It's the understanding of what will be done with the land is the missing gap, right? Maybe they didn't think about whether there will be anything done on it or whatever, but there needs to be a mechanism to give it back because I'm sure that the developers would be incentivized if they knew that people who donated land wanted their land back. I get a feeling that if that happened, all of a sudden something might get done.
I mean, I 100%
Especially
agree. Like, I think
since
like
most of these
districts are
people
just
that
kind of
buy
silly
land
to
are
begin with.
developers.
What's
Yeah, I
that?
100%
Well, yeah, but you
agree
can't
with
come
what you
back
guys are
at
saying.
them after the fact. I mean, like they made a stupid decision. We get that, but
Yeah.
like they're land developers, and their purpose is to develop land. If they want to give it back to all of us, and they want to give it to the like crew that actually wants to develop it, there needs to be an access to.
Yeah, rather than just hoarding it. 'Cause that's the
And
impression that seems to be happening.
It's difficult. I agree with you guys because I disagree with districts, at least the majority of districts, in the way that they're handling land. But if you are a person that contributed to land in a district, all you have to do is hop on the round table or like hodling calls and call up your district owner. It's not like these people aren't readily available and
Yeah.
say, hey, can I develop stuff here? And that's all it takes. And then they say yes.
Yeah, but the impression I'm getting, DCL, is that you're thinking that the people who have donated land, and that's kind of, it's on them, right? Whether anything happens or not. But the thing is, when you donate, it's kind of like you feel like you're donating to a good cause, expecting something to happen. And if those expectations aren't met, then they're reasonably upset about it, rather than, oh well, too bad, you should have read the
100%
terms
agree
and
with that. I
conditions.
100% agree with that.
Yeah. So then,
I 100% agree with that.
yeah. So then, they may not be able to come to these meetings because they're, busy people or whatever, but they wanted to donate a few dollars with the expectation that someone was going to do something. But anyway, I guess the point is, if there are these round tables, then maybe we as a group should be more active in it, and maybe we need to put it together. And maybe Nicole's events that's coming up is the perfect place to kind of raise it. I mean, it's being raised here. I mean, we're all active here, so that's great. But to make it more formal is probably what we need to do. And like Peanut Butter is saying, is anything can happen with the power of the DAO. The problem with if the voting, like gas fees, is what kind of hurts us at the moment. Very, very hard to vote if it's going to cost you $100 in fees or whatever. So maybe when Matic comes around, we can
It's hard to vote
put in different
because
proposals.
DG is ridiculously high priced, and several people here own 90% of DG and swing every vote. DG is required to vote on proposals. 90% of DG is owned by a very small percentage of individuals. There, one of the hodler meetings I was on, Boss was talking about how they took advantage of the DG wearable market and how those prices will be readjusted, and how previously the market has been taken advantage of by a lot of early adopters in the game. That's one of the reasons the Wonder Mine has suspended their wearable crafting. I'm not misquoting him, actually, and I actually have it on video as well.
No,
But,
actually, Last told me the same thing. Last told me the entire DOA vote on wearables is owned by 3 people.
Yep.
And he's not entirely sure who they are, but you can look them up by their ETH address and whatnot. But like, yeah, the entire vote is owned by 3 people right now.
Yeah, so that is the biggest issue that I see, and it's an issue raised and is addressed, attempting to be addressed, which is why Wonder Mine suspended their crafting, because there were a select few that cornered the market and drove prices through the moon and owned every single item, and now they have to release it in waves because people are greedy. So that's the biggest problem.
The biggest problem is ultimately we are humans, and we are resulting to human nature, which is shitty as F.
Yeah, humans are the worst.
I know, right?
All right. Well, it's good to kind of uncover all this stuff. I had no idea any of this stuff was happening.
It's not GG's fault more hands didn't step in. Correct. It's not DG's fault more hands didn't step in. But if global platform like Decentraland that you want the entire world to participate in, then 3 people can't just take advantage of the market. It's a massive barrier.
All of your money to be, a stakeholder to that degree, to be able to make an influence. Well, if it's such an issue, why doesn't everybody do it? The answer to that question is because everybody doesn't have the ability to. So DG, the other people in the community that have the ability to do that, in most people's eyes, including my own, are doing good things in the community. It's not really that easy accessible for everybody to be introducing, every wearable they want and then stuff like that at this point in the game, but especially whenever gas has been, 300-400 guai everywhere, every voter would have to pay, several $1,000s to be able to vote for somebody to make a, but a shitty t-shirt probably to be introduced into the game, you know what I mean?
Hello.
And he wasn't saying that hey, we have, we're manipulating the market by any means. He just was saying, being that you were um, if they want to get more things introduced into the game, being that they're a bigger hand, it's a lot easier for them because they have the voting power, which is obvious. That's not anybody, corrupting the market or anything by any means. That's just understanding the position. It's not, DG's,
No,
manipulating anything. I'm sure
boss
they want
doesn't.
more people to introduce things. He also said in the same statement, if anybody wants to design wearables or has any, ideas for DG wearables, to ideas, send designs if they have anything available. So
And then he
there's no,
followed that up by
manipulation
saying
there.
that in order to propose that to the DAO, you had to prove that you would generate at least $200,000 or 2,000 DG, $200,000 worth of revenue in order to even propose something to the DAO. And
You don't have to you don't have to create that amount. You just have to have a certain amount staked
I don't
before you
think
could
that's
put in a
the case.
proposal.
Atari came in. Atari has no stake in the DAO. It's just who the fuck is gonna vote against Atari. You know what I'm saying?
And also the
you
reason for
either
people
have to
having
have
the reason
you
for
have to
people
either
with
all I
DAOs
have the
know
having
is
you have to have the
that I
backing or you have
work
to have
in
the
like
name.
7 metaverses, and this one is bad for wearables and is notorious for having cornered market, skyrocketed the wearable prices and not letting it be accessible. And I agree with the reasoning, because I do not think the Decentraland community is at a place where that should be publicly available. And I tell people that consistently, but
well, the
I
wearable
also
market is
will
only high
say,
now. If you were here, a year ago, whenever you could buy things for like $60, you know what I mean? Inflation happens just because the Decentraland took
yeah, but
off. There's,
$60 to
a huge influx in the market.
$60,000, Peanut, come on.
Look at a lot of the wearables that are posted for that price. The
Yeah,
mana
but you're
prices haven't
rocking a
been
bunch of
adjusted.
wearables right now. Like, what are you
Yeah, what the
talking about?
fuck are you
paid
talking
gas,
about?
bought those wearables.
Well, yeah, because I don't, I do content
You
in the space.
mined for
Investing in
that.
wearables wasn't. Are you talking to me or DCL?
No, I'm talking to blockchain boss.
Oh, I mean, I don't have anything against the wearable price in Decentraland because there's a booming market and people want to be holders of, things that are low mint. Like a lot of things that are going for those high prices are 1 out of 10s, 1 out of 100s. And whenever there's a growing economy like Decentraland that has huge potential, investors see that and they're not necessarily, some people are speculating to make money, but a lot of people are buying things just because they enjoy collecting. Dollar price isn't everything to some people. It's just like, okay, some people may be paying a lot more just because the market has boomed, and it's not reasonable for everybody to get anything introduced right now, which would in the grand scheme of lower prices. But it's just, we're like a year and 3 months into this thing, so it's like
I know,
things will get
I know for
addressed,
a
but
fact,
it's short term.
I know for a fact that talking to Boss and talking to the Block Runner and MetaZone team regarding Corona Zombies, I know for a fact the Corona Zombies wearables and those NFTs are going to get a massive price reduction. And I know for a fact there will be another DG wearable release where there will be a price reduction. Those things are correct.
How does that work? Like, how do you suddenly get wearables and reduce the price? Like,
I mean,
the price in terms of game theory or whatever. Like, how does that work? How can they do that?
Well, they're going to be releasing a new line of DG wearables, and right now the prices have skyrocketed where they're selling for $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 plus US dollars or mana. And they said they will be doing a new release of DG wearables, and they will ensure that major bag holders don't take advantage of it this time.
Yeah. So you're saying the new line will be cheaper, but the old line would still be expensive.
Fluctuation of markets. I mean,
well, the new line will be cheaper, come with the same benefits, and I just assume that'll depreciate the value of the old line as well, because why the hell would you want the old line?
Yeah, especially if they technically have the same one.
original
Yeah,
things
other
hold higher.
yeah.
value. I
other
think
than
that's
being a
what you're
collector's
not
item.
realizing. I don't think you're
Yeah.
understanding the collector value to certain things.
I mean, sure, there's some value, but going from $60 1 year ago to $6,000 today, we all saw the market
There's a lot of
crash
DG wearables that have been selling for
60%.
like around $500 recently, which pretty standard wearable is. Just to throw
Yeah,
that in there. I don't know how much you
in
speculate the wearable market, but I look at it a few times a day.
500 is
I do
reasonable.
market analysis across 7 metaverses daily.
$500 would be reasonable. 6,000 for a wearable.
Yeah,
is
no, there's been a lot of
full on.
sales. There's been a lot of sales for things reasonable. That there has been, people had the DG things posted from like 8 months ago, whenever mana was like, 5 to 10 cents for like 6,000 mana, but whenever it went to $1, people didn't adjust prices because a lot of those people aren't active. They're not thinking about go turn my price down on this wearable that I don't even really pay attention to this game,
Yeah.
because that's the majority of the people that are holding
Yeah.
wearables in the market at those prices. You just got to look at whenever whenever it was listed and if there's been any adjustments
So,
on it, because a lot
I
of
mean,
it is just inflation with the market.
Yeah.
I agree. I do agree. I do think got a little bit away from the main point. The main thing I was trying to say is that there are big bag holders. They have taken advantage of the market. There are districts that people contributed to, and there's not stuff getting done in them, and they're pissed off about it. And I'm a
Yeah.
big proponent of changing all of those things.
Yeah. Okay. How do we do that? But
there's
just
only bigger
one
hands, and
one
none of
one
those
problem
big
at a
hands are
time.
taking
Hell
advantage
yeah,
of anything.
Yeah. So how do we do that? Okay.
Voila.
So it's one thing to talk about wearables. That's just one part of the market, and granted, a nice one, but the land surely is where the meat on the bone is, so to speak. So how do we? So what do we need to do?
The
Like,
biggest
just
thing
get into
about
the
the
Discord and
wearables,
just
wait, let me go
start
back to that
making
for 1
noise?
second. Let me go back to wearables for 1 second.
Right.
Okay, the only way you're going to get a wearable through is if you have feet on the ground and you are meeting people in the metaverse and they want your wearables, like MetaZoo, like BitBears, like things that are actually feet on the ground, shaking hands, meeting people,
Yeah.
making friends. Like, then I want your wearable,
Yeah. Building business relationships. That's absolutely what it'd be about. Because I mean, obviously, I would love to create 100 rainbows wearable at some stage, but kind of land is, I guess, the priority, or that's kind of how my mind thinks. But totally agree, Nicole. But if we wanted to give more power, kind of to the majority rather than having it in the hands of the few, which is obviously not uncommon in crypto, right? There's always whales, etc., everywhere. But what do we do? I don't know, DCL, you seem to kind of know. Like, what do we do if we want to stop having land kind of in the hands of districts that aren't doing anything? Like, who do we need to? What do we do? Do we walk around the streets protesting with signs? Is that what we do? Like, what happens?
I mean, you just have to have the means to do something to change it. There's a lot of people out here that I know what they want. I mean, no offense,
And that land
say
costs
this in a
hundreds of
disrespectful way.
thousands of dollars.
Yeah, but they don't have a problem paying it because they have
hundreds of thousands of dollars. Peanut,
that's what
are you
I'm
fucking
saying.
kidding me?
So the only thing that's people that are going to control it, that money. That's how it goes. So being that there's only a limited number right now is because there was early adopters.
Yeah.
Change is happening. People are coming in. People are spending money to get invested. I mean, if you're not one of those hands, no offense, but that's just how the world works. That's just, people are going to have more money than other people. I'm not, I'm not a huge landholder or anything like that. My main investment in this is just wearables, just because I enjoy wearing them.
Yeah, hang on, DCL. Wait. Let him, DCL, just hang on a minute. Jesus.
Off of the premise of Decentraland.
Let's let Peanut Butter, can you finish what you're saying?
I'm here for conversation, man.
Like, yeah, that's it. Relax, DCL.
All right, then.
Like, you give really good value, DCL, for sure. But let's not. It's only the 4 of us, or however many of us. Sorry, but let's just let's have a chat. So peanut butter, so could you finish your point
Do
about
you think that
this is
like
just early
everybody
adopters?
so what should be the restrictions? I mean, what should be the restriction? Yeah, what should be the restriction at that point for, do you think every person that comes into the Decentraland should have 100% equal power? Or do you think people that are investing more money to do, bigger things in the space should have more control? Because generally that's how things work.
So this is interesting because I agree with you and I disagree with you. The reason I agree with you is because I believe that early adopters should have more influence. I believe that anybody that wants to come into the space and make a change should contribute money. They should be buying land. They should be active in the space. But I disagree because all of the big bag holders are dicks and taking advantage of everybody. And if you want the Decentraland space to grow, then that's not the way to do it.
I mean, it's also the same speculation that we were just talking about with wearables. The same thing happened with land prices. A lot of sellers aren't, thinking about, oh, I need to go adjust my land prices. A lot of those investors were just big investors that bought early set of land. That was whenever you could go buy land for like $200 or $300, but man, it skyrocketed. Inflation happens and land got higher, and people are still buying. So, people that are selling aren't complaining. People that can't buy are complaining. And that being said, I'm not a landholder. I didn't spend that much money, so I agree, but it's a lot. But it's also not something people that are spending that money to do things in the space shouldn't have a higher authority.
No, I agree with that 100%.
I don't even know what to do now. It's like, because even the landowners have all the voting rights as well, right? So even if it was you wanted to put a proposal through the DAO to kind of say, for
You could
example,
also
hypothetically, inactive
stake
land
mana to
gets
have
removed or
voting power.
something.
So
What's that? Say that again. Holding
I'll be
mana.
putting a proposal up to the DAO
I actually
soon.
do have a little staked mana if anyone wants to make a proposal. It's not much, but it's enough to make a proposal.
Staked mana?
You have to stake your mana to get
I
voting
thought
rights.
you had to have
stake
DG to
mana
make a
to be able to-
proposal.
that's just
You
to
have
the
to wrap
DG
mana
DAO.
to
I
DG
thought
DAO.
Yeah, you can wrap mana.
DG DAO is separate than Decentraland DAO.
Yeah, I think we're talking about
What the
Decentraland
fuck? I
DAO.
need to wrap my mana, Jesus.
Yeah, you do, just to have your voting rights for
Yeah,
sure.
you need to
Yeah, you
understand the
have to
differences
wrap
of the
mana to
DAOs
get,
before you understand how the market works.
Yeah, and then you even need to
Yeah,
get
so
1%.
now
Well,
imagine
mana.
3%. The top 3 people have wrapped all their mana.
Wait,
and they're
mana
not.
does not have a DAO. There is no
Decentraland.
Decentraland DAO. Mana does not have a DAO, and the contract
mean?
for
What do you mean it
the
doesn't?
wallet that held the ability to
what?
change the underlying tokenomics.
Yeah,
I think you're
entire,
mistaken.
yeah, wait, what?
DCL, are you sure? Because let's say, for example, on my land.
There
Wait.
is a
DCL,
DG
DCL,
Games
DCL,
DAO.
DCL. Wait, DCL. So let's say I have land that's outside Decentral Games. If I wanted to get a point of interest on my land to say 100 Rainbows Academy, I would have to submit a proposal. Where is that proposal going if it's not to the Decentraland DAO?
You buy land and you do what you want. There's
No.
not a Decentraland DAO.
You can't do what you want.
I talked to Carl Fravel, the wallet.
No.
Yeah,
That's how this works.
No. I'm talking about a point of
wants to
interest.
get marked on the map. He has
Yes. So
he has to get
where does that go?
approved by the DAO.
Yeah, it goes
Right.
to the DAO. So there is a DAO that exists. If I want a point of interest on the map.
Not in the sense of a DG DAO. There is a foundation. There is not
He has to get
a.
approved by the DAO.
Exactly.
If he wants to, if you want to do anything and you want to get marked by Decentraland, you have to get approved by the DAO, which
Yes.
takes wrapped mana to make a proposal to then get approved
Yeah.
by the maybe 3% of the
Yeah,
DAO
that's
that
cool.
has
That's
wrapped mana,
yeah.
and then you end up on the map.
Yeah, and that's fine. Like, I mean, I know that's not going to go. Like, I mean, I actually wasted like $400 on ETH putting up a proposal because to get a point of interest. not realizing that people had to vote. But if people voted, it would cost them a fortune in gas fees just to vote on my point of interest. So that's not going to happen. But my point is, there is a DAO that exists where you submit your proposal, and it just seemed like DCL was saying
To
that.
Decentraland.
Yeah, to Decentraland. So if we wanted to submit a proposal to say, hey, any land that is inactive and hasn't been built on for the last 2 years, for example, that proposal would have to go to the Decentraland DAO. Yes?
Which is 100% separate from the Decentral Games DAO.
Yes. That's
Which
right.
is also very different
I'm just saying that
than
just to
them.
clarify. Just so he is understanding.
Yeah. Yeah, so it goes to the Decentraland
You
DAO,
could go
right?
to decentralgames.org, like how you sign into Decentraland.
Yeah, I won't go to Decentral Games.
I mean, you could go to decentraland.org, like how you go into game, and there's literally a DAO tab at the top. Like Decentraland has its own separate DAO.
Yeah, that's right. So that's where we would go, right?
Decentral Games is a completely separate organization.
Yeah,
that
understand.
isn't limited to Decentraland by any means.
No, but obviously Decentral Games has a lot of voting power and
Yes,
can vote on
agreed.
any Decentraland stuff. But if we wanted to do something as let's just
Yes,
call us the
and I
fish.
think, sorry, hold on. If I could just clarify, if I could clarify really quick.
Go.
I was just trying to make the distinction between what Decentral Games DAO is and the fact that Decentral Games and the DG token that is bootstrapping a lot of stuff and has a massive foundation and DAO that is periodically releasing DG into the market is very, 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 very different than how Mana and Decentraland works and the underlying wallet and contract for Decentraland
Well, yeah, because they're
has
separate
been burnt,
entities.
and there's no way to change that. And sure, there's a foundation,
Yes,
but
they're
there's
very
no
different.
way to
One
change
runs
it.
on Matic,
So
one runs on Ethereum.
I apologize for not stating that properly before.
That's fine. No, that's all good, mate. But basically we're trying to figure out what it is we can do for land that's sitting idle. And I think the path we were going down was we don't like it, but what can we do about it? So can a proposal be submitted to the DAO to do something about inactive land, or is it just impossible? They're
There
just too
has
bad.
been a lot of proposals submitted to.
That is,
there
yeah,
have been a
something
lot.
that is
If you
in
look,
active.
yeah, if you look at the DAO, there's a lot of proposals submitted for abandoned land, and you can vote on it if you have any power. But I
And that's the
mean,
issue.
like each district, people propose shit and they get upset about it.
Yeah, but that's the issue, that we don't have enough voting rights to even submit on proposals, even if they're a good idea. So what's the point?
In my personal opinion, I think that the districts that are
It's
being
upon the
not
people to
developed
have
should be
power.
re-auctioned off
not upon the
because the
power to-
leaders have failed.
So how
Agreed.
do we get them re-auctioned off? How do we get that through?
Hard to do.
The district owners aren't going to like that. So how do we get it?
Very carefully. No, they're not.
I mean, I can make a proposal. I have enough wrapped votes to like actually propose something if you guys want to put something together, but
Yeah, but then voting on the proposal is still going to cost a fortune, and no one's going to want to do that. So I mean, it's a great idea, Nicole, for sure.
that's
Don't
more
worry.
A lot more
about
things are gonna.
marketing.
A lot more
We'll do
changes
that.
are going to happen whenever voting is on Matic, which is
Yes.
like on the very like short term of things Decentraland is trying to do. Like they're making steps to make these things happen. It's just not efficient, and the ways things were whenever it was built a couple of years ago. There's big changes coming. You just have to stay up to date with what's happening.
Any
It
updates
costs a
on when we're
lot
going to go
do
to
it
Matic?
right now, and I think if we wait a little bit,
We're already partially on Matic.
There's no, I don't know of a time frame.
Yeah.
From the last couple of times that I've heard from devs, it's supposed to be pretty short term, but there's not like a date or anything like that.
Yeah, sure. Understand. It's hard to put a date to these things. All right. Well, this is new.
Yeah, more
I'd
than
be
likely we're just gonna wake up one day and then it's gonna be like
all
Matic
on
has been
Matic.
introduced to Decentraland and everything is gonna be, you could go buy a name or something and it's not gonna cost gas, and then you could, the new wearables will be in gas to receive them or to like send it to your friend if you want to swap something for a day or whatever. You'd be like, hey, let me use your hat, and you could just shit like an item like you do in World of Warcraft. Basically, it'll still be on blockchains. You have to do it like
Hmm.
you send anything else nowadays, but the seamlessness of just being able to do
So
things will be a lot more efficient.
Yeah.
Peanut Butter, I got a question for you. And I think that's where everything is going and where it should go. But I'm looking at you right now. You must have thousands of dollars worth of wearables. And actually, I just clicked on you and opened up your collection. I know you have thousands of dollars worth of
Sure.
wearables.
Yeah.
So once Matic
No.
is introduced,
I mean,
do you not think that your wearables are going to be just ridiculously devalued when everybody can just
They might. That's a
share
risk.
these? And these prices right now are ridiculous.
It's a risk. Sure.
and
I'm
it's
hopefully
definitely a
peanut butter's.
possibility, but
Yeah.
the majority of things I didn't, buy out of, trying to make money off or anything like that. And honestly, from an investor standpoint and just like a collector standpoint and perspective, first mint items, whenever things fit network, potentially have a lot higher capability of having higher prices just because they'll be more original. Maybe not in the short term, and a lot of people might not think that, but in the long term, I think these standard ERC 721s on the Ethereum network that are never switched to the Matic network will have significantly higher value.
That may have.
Fair.
Absolutely could happen. We're all gamblers. Win side
I'm
a
buying as
casino.
many as I can now, just because they might be outright. Yeah, but exactly, it's definitely a
Not
gamble, but that's how I look at it. I think
genuinely because
for the
like
way
an
that
investor
anything
just
happens.
you want them.
I mean, it's also everybody's buying NFTs. Wearables is just another, artists took hours to create this. It's just like buying an NFT from, an artist that you like that people spend millions of dollars on. So it's just
Yeah.
like, an NFT with utility. I, do stuff in the space consistently. So I think it's fun and cool to have things to switch around. It was worth the
I wonder if there
investment
can
for me
be
in that
any benefit to the
perspective.
user by having the ERC or having the wearable on the ERC20 kind of chain. Like, it'd be nice. Like, I don't know if there's any kind of actual physical benefit.
We have no idea. There could be
Well,
utility moving forward.
Say in theory, like if today, Decentraland had Matic wearables, to like you could like put ERC 721s on like a ledger cold storage right now, but with Matic coins, I'm pretty sure you can't. So, there's a benefit to security on the
okay.
Ethereum network
So
right
you
now,
can
which
put
is
your
a
wearable.
value increaser.
So you can put your wearable on a ledger in cold storage.
I just got a second. Yeah, I just got a second ledger just for my
That's interesting.
cold storage for my wearables. Yeah,
That's interesting. That's interesting. To keeping your wearable on a ledger. I'm not sure of the dollar
Everybody
value and how that
at
happens.
CryptoPunks
people do it with
keeps
their
it on a
land as
ledger.
well. Say
Yeah.
what?
I've got the person I just sold a CryptoPunk to. It's up for sale in the MetaZoo, but they have the punk stored on their ledger.
Yeah, there you go.
Ledgers are key.
It's kind of like the museum. Yeah, the ledger is the key. That's actually a really, really good point. If you can somehow, I don't know, communicate that value a lot better or articulate that value a lot better and people deem it, kind of like a worthy way to store your storage or store your crypto, then that's where the value is for sure. I'm just not convinced why people would rather keep their wearable on cold storage. Yeah, the whole security thing.
So Peanut, like when you have wearables on your ledger, can you wear them still, or do you just have wearables on the ledger that are like an investment?
You have to like connect.
in
You
a
have to like
security
connect
box.
it to swap. You have to like
Okay,
connect
so
it,
you
just, like,
can't
turn it on
access
or whatever.
them. Got it. Okay. Thank you.
But yeah, it takes just a couple seconds.
So really, it's just the value is in the being able to transact it with it outside of a computer. Why would people want to do that? Security, safety.
All the people I know put stuff on
Well,
their ledger
for a
and then
ledger,
toss it in a safe.
yeah, essentially.
Yeah, well, you'd only do it then.
You can't send private keys. Like if somebody were to
No.
hack your MetaMask, they could take your NFTs and stuff like that. But even if they're connected to your MetaMask and the private keys are on a ledger, you can't take it without the ledger granting access.
Yeah.
So you'd have to have the physical thing with the plugged in with your whatever. So they'd have to get into the ledger information and your MetaMask.
And to want to go
layer.
To want to go to all that trouble, the wearable has to become like super valuable. I mean, if it's not worth more than like $4,000 or $5,000, then why would you want to do it? So there, huge dependency on the wearable being valuable. And is the market going to deem it valuable? That's really the interesting part.
I strongly believe that the Decentraland wearable
Some
marketplace
things
is going to
have
be
more
excruciatingly
valuable
devalued in
sentimental
the next
value.
5 years. Because if you look at crypto voxels, if you look at Sandbox, all of these fashion industries, all of these companies are going there and they are rapidly releasing wearables. And what I hear constantly every day is that the Decentraland is a big barrier and they won't touch it and they'll just go every other place. So you have massive companies releasing fashion lines and wearables and other metaverses. None of those metaverses are decentralized, and that's why I'm here in Decentraland and not the other metaverses. But it is a big problem, and it does drive a lot of people and companies away, and you will see decreases in Decentraland wearable prices as it becomes more readily available to the public.
So the ERC 720 token is what a wearable is. That ERC 721 token that's in your wallet that represents a wearable in Decentraland doesn't have to represent a wearable or anything in any other atmosphere. That ERC 721 could be programmed to be anything in any space. So with that being said, the ERC 721 is going to be massively adopted. These wearables and other wearables are potentially going to have cross metaverse capability. So what you're saying is true. Right now other markets are getting flooded, which it would it would be cool if more things were used into Decentraland frequently, but it also, flooding everything right now kind of wouldn't also be key, just because a lot of what's going on is an investor market. That's, the whole, everybody's investing in crypto. That's pretty much how everybody figured out about this. So investors want to spend more money on things like that. That's really what's driving attention to this. So if everything was just being flooded to Decentraland, there wouldn't be very many eyes getting into it, which is going to, keep it from growing in the long term.
Why do you spend so much?
Getting interest just because people are spending money in.
Yeah, DCL Creations. Why do you spend so much
honestly,
time
a lot
in
of the stuff
Decentraland?
that I get,
I'm DCL Curations.
Yeah, but there's so many other metaverses, and it's just like, why
understand the
Decentraland?
fundamentals of all this stuff a little bit more than
the reason I spend so much time in Decentraland is because I looked at a lot of metaverses. I like the fact that this community is decentralized and is the only one, and I love the fact that people can own land and do what they want. I do at the same time acknowledge there are several issues with Decentraland, and I'm here and I am vocal, and
Sure.
I will work on that.
No, it's fine. I don't look at it as negative.
I mean, no offense, but you should research how things are being addressed and what's being done, because a lot of the things that you're saying are things that are already being addressed and things that are already, being worked on. It's just having a strong opinion with, not too much research is, you know, kind of you kind of got to
Yeah.
look into these things, I feel like,
Yeah.
before having a strong stand, which everybody here is down for conversation. You know, we don't mind, you know, giving our thoughts and opinions and stuff like that. But,
Yeah.
you know, a lot of this information is out there. So,
Yeah.
you know, if you're heavily interested in it, I would definitely recommend doing some more diving, because you might find a lot of other information that we're not talking about right now useful to you.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. If we try to do our research about stuff, it's hard when you have such strong convictions about something that maybe we should or can learn a bit more. But that's all. That's all fine. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe at some stage I really want to dive into this whole wearable ERC20 and why being on that layer is going to be beneficial. I think Peanut Butter, you were mentioning that it it might be cross-platform. That might be one of the benefits of holding it on the Ethereum layer. And that's speculative, but
Yeah, even
still
the
worth
same thing
going
with
down.
Matic. I mean, it's all gonna, you know, a token could represent anything in any space. Like I don't know if y'all are familiar with the meta key, but essentially it's what that's utilizing is just, you know, making NFT where you could do things in any space. It could be, you know, a wearable in Decentraland, and then it could be a key to unlock a door in crypto voxels to view
Yeah,
a art gallery, and then it
yeah,
could be, you know, a building that you could view in Somnium space. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, yeah, all these
But
things have so
yeah,
much utility more than just, you know,
That
yeah,
is my
one
favorite
thing, and that's
thing
kind of what's
about
being
the
adopted.
metaverse, especially with like the meta key, knowing that long term these metaverses will be interconnected and that you could hop from one to the other. And with the meta key, you can take assets from one to the other. I'm
yeah.
very,
That'd be
very
magic.
excited about
Yeah,
that.
that'd be amazing.
Yeah, and that's not, you know, MetaKey specific by any means. It's
Yeah,
No, 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 it's not
kind
meta
of the
key
idea with a lot of these
specific,
things.
but they are a leader in that sense.
but are you going to be able to do that with new wearables as
Yeah. I
well?
mean, MetaKey is, you know, pretty new, but
Like with new wearables that come out, you're going to be able
I mean,
to
that's the whole plan. That's
take them
whatever, you know,
through
that's
different worlds as well.
Look at 100
if the
the crypto
developers of it, you know,
avatars. Look at
potentially want
crypto
to, yeah, I imagine.
avatars and watch their video developed by Polygonal Minds here. They've got massive land and museums in the Decentraland and several
Crypto
other metaverses.
avatars.
And their goal is literally to have these crypto avatars are your wearable, and you take that with you across every metaverse.
Yeah,
So that's what I'm investing in.
Yeah,
sure.
Polygonal Mind's doing, you know, pretty cool things. I definitely
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, crypto
like what they're
avatars.
doing. Make it out to the meta trips if you don't.
Hmm.
Throw in the Polygonal mindset. Oh wait, it switched me to this. Why did it do that?
I mean, at the
There it is.
at the end of the day, we're all trying to bring
TB,
more value here.
I'm jealous of your wearables.
Yeah, nah, me too. I'm always checking this guy out. It's so funny.
I'm here slamming wearables, but at the same time, I'm simultaneously jealous of his wearables.
No, they are cool. And
I mean, it's just like speculation at this point, and it's just
yeah,
like
that's
I
exactly
understand
what
that
it
a lot of
is.
people don't want to get into it. It's not for everybody, but collecting NFTs isn't for everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
A lot of people aren't gonna go spend a whole bunch of money on, you know, fucking Nyan Cat NFT that we're going for like multiple Ethereum. You know what I
yeah,
mean? But you know, something like this sells for less, and you could wear it in a game, and it looks badass, and people are like, "That's way too much," and it's like, you know, fucking people are spending
sure.
crazy amounts on stupid other shit. It's just
Yeah,
like it's all just
yeah. I mean,
part of the space right now. You know what I mean? It's just like it is what it is.
yeah.
I told my buddy today that the wearables I have right now are worth than my real world clothes.
For sure, they are. Even if
Oh,
it's
for
just a
sure.
gas
Yeah,
fee.
I'm wearing it. This wear it now. I've had since like 2014, and I'm not joking. I've literally probably had like these in my pants. They're my most worn things, and I've had them for like probably longer than anything. It's just like, I don't know. I'm not big ball, and I'm not out here spinning a quap in the real world. I just love doing things in this space, and you
Yeah.
know, and you know, NFTs are fun and wearables are fun. So
No, I agree. And
you know,
that's the
got it
evolution. We're seeing
drunken
it.
man early, you know, made a little bit on it.
Yeah.
Kind
I
of
think,
invested in it.
yeah. I think we very much underestimate how much pioneers we all are, kind of endeavoring, spending so much time here. I mean, I sit on my ass here in front of my computer and I basically live inside the monitor,
Yeah.
right? And I know you guys do too, but that's just going to become more and more normal. And at least for us, we're just kind of the first to do it. Well, not the first. I
How
mean,
do you
people
know
have
me
been
like
doing it
that?
inside video games for decades, right? But not as something as real as this. Um,
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll
I'm
be
very
interested to
excited
see.
for this space. And
Me too.
going back to the light thing or the land thing,
Yep.
I am so on board to make some sort of proposal to get the land contributors to these districts that are doing nothing,
Yeah.
either money back or land back or something back.
Yeah. Hmm.
I'm down, DC. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. We just need to keep making noise, I think. If we just keep
Nicole, we need
having.
to work together.
Yeah. Totally. Totally. Go to her event tomorrow and bring it. Bring it
Hit
up.
me up on Discord.
Absolutely. Raise it. Protest the streets of protest the streets. Maybe everyone should walk around with like you know, no wearables or something. I don't know, just to kind of protest. The first Decentraland protest. Maybe that's what we need. And we can walk around the Genesis Plaza and voice our opinions. That'd
That
be
would be
funny,
lit.
right? Maybe we can do that. Something like that.
Hell yeah.
um,
I'm not taking mine off, but yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
the first Decentraland protest would be fucking hilarious, I tell ya. Especially if for good reason.
How
But
cool would that be,
I
right?
know. And I don't want to, be a social justice warrior or anything, but if it's done the right way, then that'd be interesting. And it might actually even create
Well,
value
yeah, we're
for the
not going to
place.
break into the Capitol building.
Yeah. Yeah. They lock us out.
We might.
Hmm.
We
Interesting.
might.
Might have to do that. I'm gonna jot that down.
During
What,
Bitcoin
march in
Con.
Capitol
That would
building?
be amazing.
Mark, maybe we can go into the, I don't know.
100
What?
rainbows right now.
Oh,
March in.
imagine. Let's go, guys. Maybe we should go into one of the empty districts and demand that something be built. 1, 2, 3, 4. Landowners no more. Something like that. I don't know.
Did you just come up with that? That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Damn. Bars.
Oh,
It's just 2 words that rhyme, right?
I mean, we have to take advantage of the fact that it is a decentralized community. I mean,
Yeah. We're real people. We're passionate.
it's a free place in the end, so we should be able to do that.
Absolutely, Lorena. That was
At
great.
least there is no danger of like
Pepper spray.
at least there is no danger of policemen around us like trying to shut us down or something. So we have to take advantage of that.
Yeah, that's true.
There's no risk.
No. And we can't loot or damage property, so that's funny. We'll think of something. Brainstorm something. And what's it going to do anyway? Like, who's the pressure going to go on? The pressure's going to fall on Decentraland founders. And then whether they can do anything or not, I don't know. It's worth playing with the idea though.
Oh, DCL curations. I'm not sure if I can read the the symbols that you wrote here.
Yeah.
I'm not able to read it.
Yeah, no,
I
you
don't speak
can't.
Russian as well. Sorry.
It's English only. I actually tried typing in some Korean here and I just used Google Translator and tried to copy in Korean and it doesn't accept it. But you know, it's I didn't think it would either. It just takes English letters. Type French. You can type French.
I